Okay, so if you're watching this video, I'm going to just go ahead and assume that you are considering or have recently signed up to be a Deliveroo driver. Now, I can only speak to what it's been like to join Deliveroo here in Amsterdam. It was a pretty straightforward and easy process. I went to deliveroo.nl and found the section where it says sign up to be a driver. Better than that, if you want, you can get a referral bonus from somebody. So if you know somebody who's a Deliveroo rider already, they get a bonus if you sign up, and you get a bonus for signing up. You have to complete a certain number of rides and stuff, but if you really want to hook up a friend, find somebody that can give you a referral. So go on the website, sign up to be a rider. You're going to get a call and an email within a day or so from Deliveroo. You have to roll into their offices, which is in the center of the city, towards the center of the city, and you meet with them real quick. They ask you a couple questions. You fill out some more online forms for them right there in the office. After that, you head home, and within about 3 days or so, you get an email. You click on a link in that email and you order your gear. Your gear is a jacket, a helmet, a phone mount, and the ever important bag. You can't work until you really have that stuff. Once you get that stuff, you then get a link that you can download the Riders app. And the Riders app is the most important thing, because that's where you pick your schedule, and that's where they send you your deliveries and your routes and stuff like that. It's a pretty straightforward and easy process. The hardest part of it is that here in the Netherlands, you're basically a freelancer. So as a freelancer, you're responsible for paying all of your own taxes. There's two ways of going about it. You go to the city building and you sign up to get a independent freelancer ID number, or you sign up for this website, which I'll link down below. It's called Verloenen, and they basically handle everything for you. Deliveroo will send you an invoice. They will pay Verloenen. Verloenen will pull out all of the required taxes. They do take a small percentage of it, but then they will deposit the money into your account. And that's basically it. That's what it takes to get started. Past that, you need a bike, obviously. I would recommend anything. I mean, anything you want. You can sign up and rent a bike. You can go buy an inexpensive bike. By being a Deliveroo driver, you get a discount on some electric bikes, but that's all laid out in the website. I'm pretty sure that you could figure it all out. What to expect when you get all set up is you've got this app. Let's see if I can get it on. So this just isn't going to work well. This is the Riders app. This is, like I said, where you're going to get a notification that you've been assigned a delivery. It's pretty straightforward. Deliveroo doesn't do a great job of training the new riders. They've got some various tutorials and videos that are very helpful, but it doesn't cover everything. You get notified that you've been given an assignment. You go on and you can see now, this is a recent update, you could see where you've got to pick it up and where you've got to deliver it, and you could decide if you're going to accept the ride or not. I pretty much accept every ride, because you don't know that the next one's going to be any better than the one that you're turning down right now. So once you accept it, you slide this little slider and it says accepted. You can then get the directions to go to the restaurant that you've got to do the pickup at. When you get to the restaurant, immediately slide it that said arrive. You can't say picked up yet, because once you slide it to say picked up, that's when the clock starts counting towards you. But as soon as you arrive at the restaurant, slide that slider that says arrive. Now the restaurant's on the clock to get you the food as soon as they can. And I'm going to stop this now because I don't like what's happening with the lighting. Okay, this lighting is a little bit better. So, like I said, as soon as you arrive at the restaurant, slide that slider that said arrive. So what I do is once I've collected the food at the restaurant, I go out to my bike and I load the food into my bag, I unlock my bike, I get the bag on my back, and I'm ready to roll. Then I hit collected. I want to try to be as efficient as possible. Don't hit collect until you have the food ready and you're ready to roll. Very, very important, this is going to save you a lot of headaches and stuff, is when you get the delivery address, the place that you're dropping the food off at, I highly, highly recommend taking the address, it'll show the address, and entering that into Google Maps yourself. I have noticed that about 30 to 40% of the time, the pin that Deliveroo puts on their delivery location is wrong. And not wrong by, you know, 1 or 2 houses, but wrong by like a couple blocks. Or even it puts it on this street and you're actually delivering around the corner. And that adds a lot of time. And look, you're in the game of the faster you deliver the food, the faster you can get another assignment, and the faster you can get on the road picking up more food. And you're paid by delivery, so you want to do this as efficiently as possible. Save yourselves the headache. Do not trust where Deliveroo puts the pin for the delivery. It is significantly wrong a lot of times. So yeah, type that into Google Maps and go to that. So I take the address, I type it into Google Maps. I use Google Maps to get me within the vicinity. Then I switch back over to the Rider app to look at the actual address so that I know where I'm going when I get there. Now, as soon as you arrive at the house or the business, immediately slide that slider that said arrived, okay? Because again, now you've arrived it and you're on the clock of the person picking up the food. Look, I've delivered to some big like business complexes where it takes a little while to get up the elevator and stuff like that. You don't want to count that against you. You're there, you made it to the location. Sometimes you have to wait for the person to come down. That's all on them. However, do not click deliver. Do not slide the slider that says delivered until you physically handed the bag to the person. And the reason for that being is once you slide delivered, you no longer can call that person, okay? Their address is no longer available to you, or their phone number, not their address. So don't slide delivered until you've actually handed it to you. Also, once you slide delivered, you are available to be assigned to other deliveries. And the last thing you want to do is slide delivered while you're still looking for people. You can't call them because their phone number is no longer available to you, and you get another assignment and you haven't even dropped off the food. So yeah, don't slide delivered until you've delivered. So that's about it right now. I'm kind of just it's a slow morning. I went on the clock at 10 a.m. and I don't know if you could see it now, but it's 10:52. I haven't been assigned an order yet. It's a new system right now that they rolled out yesterday that is a sliding scale. It used to be you got paid $5 per delivery no matter where it was. Well, now you get paid by the distance you have to go. So I don't know if they're still trying to work out some of the bugs, but yesterday and today, I had to wait a lot longer for my first delivery. I will say, however, that yesterday I did 4 deliveries and I made more money than if I would have done 4 deliveries under the old system. So it's going in the right direction for the riders, the drivers and stuff, but yeah, you can sit and wait at times. It's also Friday, so Friday, I don't know, from what I've noticed in the time that I've been doing this, is it gets a little bit busier closer towards the lunch rush. I get on at 10 a.m. because I kind of like to try to get those last minute breakfast rushes too, but for now, I just sit and wait and wait and wait. So that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna wait. Okay, so I just got assigned an order. So here's what happens. I'm gonna do my best to show you this, but I don't know that it's gonna work well. So you get the standard notification that pops up saying you've been assigned an order. Click on the Rider app, okay? So now I can see where I'm at, where I'm picking up, and where I'm dropping off. So now I'm just gonna hit slide accept, and now it gives me the route to the restaurant. One thing that I did skip over, and I'll try to get it in the future, is that it also shows me at the bottom how much I'm gonna get paid for this this route. Now, this is a pretty short one, so I think it's gonna be probably around €4.60 to €5. And I'm going to Juice Brothers, which happens to be at the end of the block that I live on. It's also where I tend to start most of my deliveries, so let's get suited up and get on there. Let's go. Okay, so I've arrived at the restaurant. This is at Juice Brothers. So now I'm gonna slide down here. I'm gonna hit arrived. So now the restaurant's on the clock to get me their stuff. Don't click collect until you actually have the stuff and it's in your bag. So I'm gonna run in right now. I'm not gonna record inside the restaurant. Okay, so I've got it all loaded in my bag. I've got my bike unlocked. I'm ready to jump on the bike. So now is when I hit the collected. So I'm gonna slide collect really quick. Here we go. Let's show you how this works. So you click the items you collected and then slide. And now there's my delivery route. That's where I've got to deliver the food to. So it's not far, which is great. So I'm gonna jump on the bike and get this delivered ASAP. Okay, so it's like 11:40 now. I've had 2 deliveries. Just so happens that both deliveries were picked up at the exact same place, that Juice Brothers place that I brought up. And it's not a sponsorship, it just happens to be a place that I tend to get my first deliveries and orders from every day. So now we're back to waiting. We're right before the main lunch rush starts, so I try to work my way up towards the middle or towards where I know there's a lot of restaurants. Based on where I've gotten my most orders, I try to be in that vicinity. So that's where I'm at right now. It's just a square. It's actually not far from my house. And we sit and we wait. Yeah, just wait for that next order. So it's a waiting game.